Look at that, a sunny, gorgeous day outside the Kohl Center as we welcome you to one more semifinal round in this 2024 WIAA Boys State Basketball Tournament. Division I on tap for this evening. Top-seeded Arrowhead taking on the fourth-seeded Neenah Rockets. Welcome courtside. I'm Brad Hansen, joined by John Nedelkoff. And John, these are two teams that are well-coached. They're physical. They're tough. This is going to be a grinded-out kind of a game.
They know each other extremely well. Great legends in the sense of their programs for all the way back in the 60s. They're bringing it now in the 2020s. Well respected between both coaches. Highly respected, to say the least.
A lot of history, a lot of pride. All right, let's get right to our points of the game. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Arrowhead, Bennett Bassett, Jace Gilbert lead the way.
Again, like to get it up in transition. Really like to attack, get downhill out of their dribble drive series.
And on the other side of the court, Brady Corso, second all-time leading scorer for Neenah, leading the way.
Just tough kids, athletic, but they played a little different side. A lot of screens, a lot of cuts coming off, ball screens. Different way, but same production. They're here playing for the gold ball eventually.
Well, we know with the two head coaches we have here tonight, they're going to have great plans coming into the game, and they're going to execute well.
I tell you, they're so prepared that it might come to a point where it's good offense, but defense will stone them for a while. And then see who can break away, whether it's a transition of Arrowhead or just how Neenah breaks people down in their ball screens.
Excited to see what happens. We are inching closer to tip-off. But now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Just about ready for tip-off here at the Kohl Center, but first we have to meet the teams. For that, we'll send it over to public address announcer Jim Strick.
Let's meet the teams for tonight's first Division I semifinal between the Neenah Rockets and the Arrowhead Warhawks. First, here are the Neenah Rockets. Number 1, Landon Konwinski. Number 4, Roan Caper. Number 10, Aviv Pradhanangaga. Number 13, Grant Dean. Number 20, Mason Fleece. Number 21, Cal Jochum. Number 24, Nathan Schraven. Number 25, Benji Bell. Number 30, Joey Dawn. Number 33, Drew Dunning. And number 34, Ethan Holzel. Let's meet the Warhawks from Arrowhead. Number 2, Blake Bassett. Number 3, Trey Resch. Number 5, John Kubish. Number 10, Tristan Marvelli. Number 22, Andy Cochran. Number 23, CJ Zahner. And number 24, Mason Waterfield. And now, here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Neenah. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 3, Justin Jansen. Starting at forward, a 6'3 junior, number 5, Luke Young. At guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 11, Nick Schultz. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 12, Brady Corso. And at guard, a 6'1 senior, number 23, Charlie Wonderland. Neenah's coached by Lee Rubbis. And now tonight's starters for the Arrowhead Warhawks. Starting at forward, a 6'5 senior, number 4, Jace Gilbert. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 12, Sam Leone. At guard, a 6'4 senior, number 14, Bennett Bassett. At guard, a 6' senior, number 32, Jay Hazy. And at forward, a 6'7 junior, number 34, A.J. Ormond. Arrowhead is coached by Craig Hazy. Tonight's officials are Ryan Nelson from Eau Claire, Kyle Christensen from Cato, and Cade Murray from La Crosse.
Here are your starting lineups, brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer. Wasting no time in this Division I semifinal, the tip and Arrowhead controls right away.
They like to come down with 3 sets in the first 3 possessions. Oh, a little bit of zone action by Neenah. Doesn't happen too often.
So they must have known what was coming, try and throw them off a little bit, right?
Kind of like giving them a little, little jab, see how they react. Taking away that dribble drive action that Arrowhead's so good at.
Bennett Bassich inside, no good.
Good wall up, good chest up, made it tough to finish.
Early rebound for Luke Young.
A lot of twist action. You're going to have ball screens one way, staggers coming back the other way. Little up screen action, then a pin down. As you can see, they're coming out on both ends into a ball screen.
So Nick Schultz will drive and kick to Brady Corso.
And Arrowhead's really going to have to fight over the top of the screens, as Coach Haase would say. Fight over the top of the ball screen, especially initially.
Brady Corso, the drive and the finish.
He's just got that little extra gear. He's definitely a 3-level scorer, though. Showing that initial zone. The feeling it might morph into a man occasionally at times, depending on how effective they are in the zone. Good break.
Great steal there from Nick Schultz.
In a controlled break into a drag screen, which is just a ball screen in action.
Corso again, high off the glass, can't get it to go. A long rebound to Charlie Wunderlich. And now Nick Schultz will get instructions from head coach Lee Rabbits.
I think Coach Rabbits wants to make sure they handle the pressure and most of all the aggressiveness. Last year he thought maybe they didn't handle the aggressiveness for about a 6 to 8 minute period of time, which costed him.
Great drive from Justin Jansen. No good, but he'll get a couple free throws. Yeah, if you think you're confused about what year it is, it's not 2023. These two teams did meet a year ago in this same semifinal round, and it was Arrowhead who ended Neenah's season. Arrowhead would go on to lose.
Again, both teams, it's almost like check the box. They're going to be close, if not be here with their programs. Jansen doing a nice job playing off 2 feet on that finish.
Oh, those free throws good, and Neenah out to a 4-0 lead.
Again, Coach Rabbits basically talked about staying in this 2-3 as long as it's affected or stunted the flow of Arrowhead's offense.
So far, so good. Arrowhead now into Jace Gilbert, the strong defensive lineman, getting it done inside.
Leone doing a nice job penetrating, playing off 2 feet so he can make a good decision.
I should elaborate. Jace Gilbert is headed to Iowa State to play football on the defensive lineman. I don't have my sports mixed up here.
Again, a lot of back screens, curls.
Wunderlich loses it, gets it right back, and able to finish inside.
Just gritty, got denied, but stuck with it, persevered. And staying in that 2-3, see how well. Try to get Arrowhead, stay stagnant, even though there's a nice penetration last possession.
Inside to Gilbert.
Digging down.
And the big man making moves inside.
Made a quick move, didn't hang on to it. Made a decisive move after gathering himself.
Averages 17, a little more than 17 a game.
It's not just his height, it's his size. It's hard to move off that block. High ball screen, nice little jab step.
And that jumper for Justin Jansen is good.
Excellent soft touch, set it up right with a good tempo. Came off the ball screen, nice and tight. Nice hard edge, long edge. That's what Coach Rabbits wants him to do.
Sam Leone, what a find. And that's stolen away.
In a control break, but seeing the opportunity.
Luke Young too strong. Wunderlich with the rebound. And here's Justin Jansen for 3, no good. Long rebound to Corso.
Inactive in the 50-50 balls. Coach has got to be happy because he wanted them to deliver the first punch.
So Justin Jansen will reset the offense for the Rockets.
Little stagger screen off the baseline, nice look.
Wunderlich corner 3, no good.
Those staggers are a constant DNA in Neenah's program. Nice job in keeping in front, squaring up.
Bennett Bassich, no good. Brady Corso at the rebound.
Excellent defense. Fundamental. Usually start with a ball screen or a driving kick.
There's a kick to the corner. That three no good.
Good look, though. Good spot up. Packing it in, trying to draw a wall so Arrowhead can't get to the lane on the initial break, which they're so good at.
Jay Hazy inside. He is fouled.
Little peekaboo move, got the defender up. Again, playing off 2 feet. Young players playing off 2 feet. It's not just about scoring. It's about making good decisions in traffic.
So Jay Hazy, son of head coach Craig Hazy, the senior, headed to the free throw line. 76% free throw shooter on the year.
No matter what, it's a special connection to have something like this, to have your son and you being the head coach.
Second free throw is no good, and so Neenah will hang on to a 3-point lead.
And usually start a set with a high ball screen and then come off staggers off the baseline. Rescreen. They'll be patient. If they can't get something in early offense.
Wunderlich will drive, has it poked away.
He does a Barkley move, which means dribbling down in the post and almost like a dribble move into the post and then doing his post move.
Barkley move doesn't mean a terrible golf swing?
No, not
okay. Justin Jansen, the bucket inside.
Feeling good about his game right now. And they like to start with a number of sets, get their team in. But again, now Neenah's back into a man-to-man to switch it up. Nice help on the cross screen.
They get it inside to Jace Gilbert. Gilbert is fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line.
What he's doing so well, he's not letting the double get to him too early. He's making his decision before the double can happen.
So Jace Gilbert, we told you, headed to Iowa State. He was Conference Player of the Year in the Classic 8 for football this year. 59% free throw shooter, so big, tough guy inside. Maybe not so soft with the hands.
Double-double guy, though, 17 and 10. And takes up a lot of space in that paint. Moves pretty well, moves well for his size.
And the second free throw is good. We'll get our first timeout. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Neenah out to a 10-6 lead over Arrowhead in this Division I semifinal game. And now it's time for your Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin trivia question. Of the 12 Wisconsin Mr. Basketball Award winners to play in the NBA, who was first? Let's take a look at our options. Rick Olsen, Tony Bennett, Joe Wolf, Mike Wilkes. Have any ideas?
Boy. Lifeline, Fred, lifeline.
Oh, Fred Hillman, our stats guy in the break, said, you should get this to John. So
I think I'm going to go with the big boy, Joe Wolf.
All right, we'll find out in a little bit here. So a steal there for the Warhawks and quickly into Gilbert. Gilbert having himself a game.
Doing a nice job in transition. Getting down deep into the post. Triple ball screen, stagger. Love it. A lot of action away from the ball. One fading, one diving, one popping.
The kick out to Charlie Wunderlich. Shot is in and out. So Neenah struggling to find the touch from deep.
Nice reversal. Both teams look for each other so well. Trust each other. Stay connected. Long hedge, like Coach Hazy says he would do a lot of long hedges.
Great find inside. Luke Young with the nice finish.
Did a great job of using the rim to protect from the block.
Luke Young has been a big part of this Neenah team. He was out the first 9 games or so. They were 4-5 with him out. Since he's come back in full minutes, they're 17-1.
Amazing how one ingredient can add something to those. Nice hands.
And there's Brady Corso, the steal. And the left-handed flush.
That raised some eyebrows. Again, just plays both sides of the court. 3-level score, but plays just as well on D.
And you felt the energy level in here go up just a little bit.
Again, Coach Roberts has got to be happy about the aggressiveness. That was what he was worried about.
That was a great cut.
A nice dribble at. Anytime somebody dribbles at you, you got to cut to the rim. Great execution on a fundamental play.
Andy Cochran. Coach Haase said he's got a great feel for the game. He definitely showed it right there.
In long hedge means the big doesn't commit, but they kind of take away the drive. This shot fake, ball fake.
Corso inside.
Classic play off 2 feet with a little drop pass after a shot fake and a ball fake.
That's 8 early points for Justin Jansen. He averages 6.4 a game.
Great time to start.
And a turnover forced by Neenah. So the Rockets off to a hot start, and how about a left-handed flush? A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Welcome back to the Kohl Center in this Division I semifinal. The Neenah faithful there. Of the 12 Wisconsin Mr. Basketball Award winners to play in the NBA, who was first? You said Joe Wolf. Is that the answer?
I am staying with it.
Look at that.
Thanks, Fred.
There we go. And that is why you are the analyst, the expert sitting next to me.
You got to have key people around you.
And congrats to our director, Alan, who got it right, too.
Nice little spin move there.
So Neenah out to an 8-point lead halfway through this first half.
Neenah definitely the aggressor, the one that are throwing the punches right now. See if Arrowhead can counter back with their strength, their aggressiveness to the hoop.
And another steal for Neenah.
Really being aggressive in the passing lane as well.
Grant Dean came away with that one, and Brady Corso.
Just pretty. Fundamentals. Staying on 2 feet, up and under.
Showing you why Max Klesmet is the only other scorer at Neenah who has put more buckets on the score sheet than him.
20-10 run. 10-2 run, right?
10-2 run, a 10-point lead for Neenah, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. So the Neenah Rockets have built a 20-10 lead over the Arrowhead Warhawks, and the big reason for that, turnovers, points off turnovers.
Just being more aggressive, and that's what Coach Roberts talked about before the game. We have to be the deliverer of the punch. We can't be taking punches on it.
8 points for Neenah off turnovers.
Little stagger in the baseline, cross screen, pop back to the elbow.
Corner 3 from Sam Leone is no good. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll go back to Neenah.
Again, Gilbert really fighting down, but he's got 2 bodies around him. But well executed play. The ball just didn't fall.
These Neenah Rockets fighting hard here today. That's one of the things they like to do off the court, is apparently wrestle with each other. I'm told it was started kind of because they like to steal each other's keys, and then they wrestle to try and get them back. That's turned into kind of a war cry for the team. Fight like he's got your keys.
Well, I lose my keys every day, so I just give in.
You're not wrestling yourself.
Yeah. Great ball screen continuity.
Wonderlic gets the jumper to go.
They constantly run those side ball screens, cutting guys through. Kind of Billy Donovan-like out of Florida. High ball screen. Hands have been active all half.
Another steal. Brady Corso quickly down the floor. And he'll slow things down.
Always in the move. Purposeful movement.
Luke Young can't get the jumper to go. Gilbert with the rebound.
Got to create some tempo, because that's what Arrowhead does well. They want to get into their offense, push the defense down, but Neenah's there.
Here's Trey Resch with the ball. We've seen Arrowhead go 3 deep already in this game. And an extra step there from Sam Leone. Can't believe the call.
Again, they're riding him, but they're staying in front of him. They're not on their hip. They're squared up on him.
(22-10), under 7 to go here in this Division I semifinal.
Getting a little 1-4 flat. Popping up and off and up screen. Go off a UCLA cut, which means he'll come out the other side. Nothing there. Patience, poise. Go into your basic continuity ball screen offense. Love how he changes and snakes through. Oh!
And Brady Corso.
Little pretty stack to move. Inside hand, outside foot action.
And he's a lefty. If he shot that right-handed, that might have been blocked.
Exactly.
I think that move to get it to his left hand worked.
You use your body to screen away from the defender.
Bassett, the putback is good.
Getting your main guy on the scratching on the scoreboard, being aggressive. See if it sparks him.
That first field goal of the day for Bennett Bassett, the leading scorer for the Arrowhead Warhawks, nearly 20 a game.
Fast break points. Would have thought maybe if it happened, it would be the other way around. A lot of high ball screens. They want to get Bassett straight downhill.
Corso's three is no good. Bassett's the rebound.
Good cover up. That's the way to protect the paint.
Sam Leone fouled before he got the shot off. So he talked about Corso being able to use his body.
Again, just same hand or inside foot, outside hand. It allows you to screen the defender away from the ball. Like you said, Brad, he's left and then played right into his wheelhouse. Little elevator screen to the corner. Active
and
hands.
Another steal. Grant Dean will touched every part of that rim before it fell in.
But again, it's multiple guys. It's not one guy that's being active. It's multiple guys in the passing lanes.
6 steals for Neenah already. And Corso trying to make it 7. Instead, he commits the foul.
A little too active, but again, what they're doing so well is getting the ball side hand up, putting the hand up closest to the passer. And if they do miss, they're still in position to play defense. Little screen for the screener action, possibly to the corner. Nice slip.
Into Bennett Bassett, who will drive, and he'll take it with the left hand.
Get him a spark at the previous possession. Nice finish with the left hand. Nice high off the glass.
Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, reminding you to look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge to know you're getting the best quality and supporting local dairy farms.
Again, usually start with a high ball screen, re-screen. Wonderlic getting the opportunity now into a handoff series. Dribble weave with a high post screen, in this case a ball screen.
So Charlie Wonderlic out top for the Rockets. No call on a lot of contact. Luke Young will hit the three.
Again, like you said, overcome that injury. He's come out strong.
I'll tell you what, Luke Young attempted only 8 three-pointers all season long. He was actually 6 of 8, so he shoots it very well. It's a big one there, and now we'll get an and one situation for the Warhawks. Trey Resch, quick first step there.
Just getting downhill, saw the lane, attacked it. Good extension on the layup.
Seeing a lot of left-handed finishes in this game, too.
And again, the 2 freshmen off the bench for Arrowhead look to score. They're not just coming in to give somebody a breath or a break. They come in to score. Bassett and Resch.
Resch averaging nearly 9 a game, an 88% free throw shooter gets that one to go. So it's a 12-point Neenah lead with 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
And they do such a nice job stopping and starting.
Luke Young, another three.
It's amazing when you see it go in. You get almost to a point of heat check.
He's now shooting 80% on the year, 8 of 10. And Neenah, after they started 0 of 5, have hit their last 2 from 3.
Yeah, no hesitation, drew the defense, but no hesitation on the catch. Put the ball right in the shot pocket as well. It makes it a lot easier for the shooter to knock it home.
One thing I've noticed on both of his threes as well, he was actually towed up to the high school line. So good awareness there, because we've seen a lot of guys shooting really deep threes today.
Easy to get confused.
There's a look at Young, his brother, his dad is a football coach. Brother was a D3 All-American at Bethel College this year.
Well-known name in the Fox Valley area. Again, a triple stagger ball screen, different actions of what each screener does after he clears.
Like a trip set in football, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep, and they all do. They all have an idea what they're going to do, and they read the dribbler. Nice hands.
The drive is no good, but Nick Schultz will head to the free throw line.
Very quick. Only a sophomore, but again, to be physical, to be aggressive, that's what Coach Robis wanted him to do. He did not want him to sit and wait. He wanted him to be downhill on the attack.
Sam Leone will check back in. Jay Hazy heads to the bench. Yeah, Lee Robis told me he wouldn't be surprised if Nick Schultz had a breakout game. They're just waiting for that from the young sophomore.
Again, they execute so well.
Brady Corso looked awfully good.
Balance, went right up vertical, just didn't go in.
Trey Resch
likes to score, not afraid.
And there's the three from Resch.
No fear. Comes in. It's my time. I can help my team because I can knock shots down.
Resch, the freshman, getting it done.
He's nearly a 40% three-point shooter, so nothing uncommon to see it go down.
Young thought about the three. Instead, he'll give it up to Grant Dean.
Again, they do such a nice job of bobbing and weaving with a purpose, creating space, attack. If it's not there, they pull it back. Yeah, that pressure release with Young.
Corner three, no good. And an offensive rebound for Grant Dean.
Definitely been the aggressor all half long on both ends of the floor. Neenah's winning that battle, which was very really needed by both coaches to determine the winner of this game.
So under 2 minutes to play, Neenah 32-21 lead.
Little high screen, ball screen. Oh, got you. Good call.
Travel be called on Grant Dean. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Arrowhead trying to claw their way back in here. The freshman getting it done in the corner. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. A couple of young fans who might find themselves playing here at the Kohl Center a few years down the road.
I tell you, these programs you almost can check the box.
Well, don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half. Nick Tabbert will talk with both head coaches. We're going to have some halftime entertainment from Scott Emmerich. Highlights, stats, all the good stuff. Jace Gilbert, first try is no good. Second time is good.
Muscle it up. Got good hands, though. A big man with good hands is hard to stop. Again, little elevator screen, lift out to the top.
Oh, look at the corner three. Joey Dawn, a junior into the game, averages 2 a year.
Hey, I'm ready. Put me in the game, coach.
Trey Resch is taking this game over for Arrowhead.
Another young guy. Stage isn't that bright. I can step it up.
A 10-point Neenah lead, 45 seconds to go.
Again, executing their offense so well, precision, so good at just making hard cuts, tight off the screen regardless of the screen.
Looks like Neenah will be content to try and hold for the final shot here.
Eventually get it back to Corso.
There's Grant Dean guarded by Resch, and now Corso.
Bassage taking the honor. Best player on best player. That's great to see.
Corso, the dish to Luke Young. What vision.
What vision. Good rotation by Young, though.
And that ball tipped out of bounds. That will end the half. And the Neenah Rockets will take a 12-point lead into the half. Check out this court vision right here.
Again, great court vision, but even before that, good change of space, but also give Young credit of rotating at the right place, right time.
So a 12-point Neenah lead at the end of the first half, trying to avenge the loss they had here in the state semifinal game last year. Arrowhead was the winner. All right, let's hear from Neenah's head coach, Lee Robis. For that, we'll send it over to Nick Tabbitt.
All right, thanks, Brad. Shots are falling, but you have 6 steals and 12 points off turnovers. How big is the defense, especially at the start?
We'd like to think that's what got us here. Our goal was to try to play physical and defend. Gave up about 15 points here the last 5 minutes, we just have to keep that up and then hopefully make enough plays on offense.
Came out in zone and then a lot of man-to-man. Can you explain the philosophy behind the different looks?
Just in watching them over the course of the week, they like to come out and try to establish 4 with some set plays, and we haven't played zone to start a game all year. So just trying to gain a little bit of an advantage at the start.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Brad?
All right, Nick, thank you very much. We're getting ready for our Jones Dairy Farm halftime report, but first, we'll step aside and get a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
For a preview of the second half, let's head up back courtside.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. An entertaining first half. Neenah out to a 12-point lead.
I tell you, Neenah creating those live ball turnovers, really active in the passing lanes. It's about a 10-point difference right there.
All right, let's see how we got there. We'll take a look at our first half highlights, and we had plenty of them. Great start for Justin Jansen.
Just a little smooth step back.
And then on the other end, Jace Gilbert had a red-hot start to this game as well.
Got real deep inside.
But this is something we talked about. The steals, the turnovers, points off turnovers. Brady Corso, the left-handed slam.
Little snake action. He's so good at it.
See why he is the team's leading scorer. We didn't call this name very much.
No, this is what they got to get more of. Him getting downhill. Only had 4 points. I'm sure he wants to touch the ball a little bit more.
And Luke Young, a huge first half, including 2 3-pointers. He's got 9 points. So we'll take a look at our first half stats. The shooting sticks out, if for nothing else, 11 more attempts for Neenah. Both teams are shooting the ball well, but then you look at turnovers and points off turnovers.
And again, that live ball turnover is such a killer, and it's the difference. But give Neenah credit. They're very active with their hands out, outside the body, not committing fouls.
Now we'll take a look at our leading scorers now. Luke Young, Trey Resch, the freshman, Jace Gilbert with 9 as well. So we are set for an entertaining finish to this Division I semifinal game, but we're going to step aside and get a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Just about ready for the start of the second half of this D1 semifinal. Arrowhead down 12. Let's hear from Arrowhead's head coach. For that, we'll send it to the third member of our team, Nick Tabbitt.
Coach, you made 6 of your last 7 shots coming down the stretch of the first half. Do you feel like if you take a little bit better care of the ball, you can make a run at them?
Yeah, we did struggle with turnovers for sure, but it was good to see us get the ball inside to Chase. I think we got to keep going back to that well as much as we possibly can.
Defensively, I know they have a lot of points in the paint. How are you going to take that away?
Yeah, we got to keep them out of the lane. They keep getting to the lane, so we got to do a better job just straight up walling up and chesting up early so they can't get inside the lane.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Brad?
Thank you very much, Nick. 12-point Neenah lead. And we talked about it during the halftime. Turnovers, points off turnovers has been the difference in this one.
Coach Hazi's no-nonsense approach. Wall him up. Take away that dribble drive in the sense of coming off the ball screen for Neenah.
Couple good threes from Luke Young have kind of helped keep things loose for the Neenah offense.
They're playing very confident, playing with good flow, taking care of the ball extremely well.
The Rabbits told me that it was Justin Jansen who hit a couple shots in their sectional games that kind of seemed to relax them, settle them in. I think that was Luke Young today, because he hit that first 3 and they were kind of off to the races after that.
Confidence breeds more confidence than other guys. Good ball pressure, really coming out aggressive.
And we'll get a foul there on Jay Hazy.
Good rip through to handle the pressure. Good Kobe pivot. Look for an elevator screen coming to the corner. A little duck in.
You can see Bennett Bassage hands all over Brady Corso, who traveled. Yep.
Again, really playing tighter, stronger on the ball. We're going to, again, Coach Roberts basically saying we got to continue to be the aggressor, deliver the blow, and not always take the blow.
Well, it looks like Arrowhead has come out with that mindset as well.
Exactly.
Jace Gilbert.
That's the guy that can deliver it.
Runs right through Justin Jansen for that bucket.
That's a wall, but again, nice little set ISO after the cut through. Again, stagger back, cross screens into a ball screen. Good spacing, and more importantly, even better timing.
Oh, that'll be an offensive foul. Charlie Wonderlich had his entire arm extended there.
Again,
and on this end, no call on this one. Jace Gilbert, a little more subtle with the elbow.
A little more subtle, but the last one, again, Leone taking a good charge, squared up real solid. In that high post for high-low.
Well, they said they wanted to go back to the paint.
Doing what Coach asked him to do at halftime. We heard it. Pound it inside, bury him low.
So an 8-point lead now for Neenah, and look at that from Nick Schultz.
Again, the way to attack, the way to get by pressure is to attack pressure. If you don't, you're going to be stuck in the mud. Nice little dribble at.
And Bassage.
Love the fundamental play. Dribbled right at his teammate Bassage. He back cuts just like you do in any offense.
So both teams going to the rack hard, but a turnover.
Arrowhead being very aggressive. Nice feed going right back to him. Beat him.
Oh, and Jace Gilbert. How about 6 points right out of halftime?
I think there's sense and he can take control down there. He's got definitely a size advantage in some cases.
Size and strength advantage.
Nice lift out after the ball screen. That's the counter when a ball screen happens. Somebody lifts up behind where the ball screen started.
A 12-point lead and another Neenah turnover. And all of the momentum has gone to Arrowhead.
Again, a good drive, dribble at backdoor. That's just classic fundamentals. When you dribble at somebody, you got a backdoor. Then into a handoff high-low. Feed them now 3 times low.
Can't stop it. Keep going to it.
Nice high-low, just inverted. Back to Bassage, back to
Luke Young able to bat that away. They'll get a tie-up on that one. Possession arrow stays with Arrowhead. And with that, we'll get a timeout on the floor. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. There's a look at Andy Brunell, the Neenah girls head coach. They took home the silver ball last weekend. Normally part of our broadcast crew. Instead, he was on the other side of the court. And now getting to check out the Neenah boys doing their thing. Hi, Andy.
That's quite a tradition. You got guys and girls here. It's quite a couple weekends.
Now, that Neenah program, pretty good at this. 30 trips to state now for this boys program.
Just Coach Anderson all the way up through, and just legends. And two, like you said, Coach Brunell and Coach Robbins, they brought it back, and they did it through the youth programs. They're highly organized from kindergarten up, and they're involved. And when kids see that the head coach is involved, they want to be involved.
Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin, helping protect the oral and vision health of Wisconsinites through dental and vision benefits and our unwavering commitment to communities. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com.
Bassage seeing the ball go through the hole the last couple possessions.
So it was a 12-point halftime lead. It's now down to 4.
In the aggressiveness of Arrowhead's defense has created a part of it. Nice give and go cut.
Oh, that ball and another Neenah turnover.
just a little sped up. It's not about getting direct steals. It's about taking somebody out of their flow, and that's what Neenah was doing so well the first half. They're in continuity, cohesiveness. It's a little bit of sped up now.
So 5 turnovers this half for Neenah. Gilbert inside. A.J. Orman for 3.
Gotta be excited. Stepping up. First shot. Number net.
And it's a 1-point ball game. And Lee Ramos wants to talk things over. What a run here from Arrowhead to whittle this all the way down to 1. And Jace Gilbert getting it done on the offensive boards and then with the assist.
Yep, playing inside up. But again, Ormuk's 39% three-point shooter, so nothing uncommon for him to hit it. But again, Gilbert being a man on the boards, around the post. Old school, but good school.
I'll tell you what, A.J. Ormond is a game changer. They had a game against Marquette earlier this year. 2.4 seconds on the clock. He was guarding the inbounder, just stole the pass, laid it right in, and Arrowhead, was able to win.
Got long arms, takes away a lot of vision, but again, a good three-point shot. But give credit to Gilbert, he's the one that created that. Little bit full court pressure, man-to-man. Again, just to keep them out of a little cohesion, take them a little out of their tempo. Don't let Neenah get comfortable. It's being shown through. Nice little back screen action to relieve the pressure.
13-2 run for Arrowhead. Neenah looking for anything at this point.
Against pressure, you have to attack pressure with back cuts, ball fakes, dribble ads. Don't stand still, then you feed into the pressure.
Luke Young has that. Blocked
I like
it.
that. No fear. Attacking the pressure with a purpose.
Stuck around and got the second chance points.
Nice little inside out.
And they'll get Grant Dean the call there. So Luke Young battling underneath.
And just battling, keeping his chin on the rim, fighting through it. Again, being the aggressor like his coach wants him to be.
Comes from that football family, hanging out with the football player and Jace Gilbert.
Speaking of that,
these two, I have a feeling, are going to battle this entire second half. Jace Gilbert, 17 points.
Between the yard lines, not the lane lines. Played good basketball, though. Got good hands, good purposeful intensity. High ball screen, two-man game on one side.
Yup.
Nice dive, but again, patient.
Young, the 3, no good.
Dead straight.
And that
Nice,
quickly
also
up court.
back.
Young able to get back and tip that out of bounds.
Great learning tool. Didn't sit there and worry about missing the shot. Hustle back. Stopped the 2-point layup coming at him. Little box set. See a double screen for Bassage to then slip.
Bassage, the corner 3, no good. Justin Jansen with the rebound.
Again, Arrowhead back though, good on deep. Taken away, almost walling off that lane. Nice fade screen on the weak side. And they've done such a nice job of taking Neenah out of their rhythm until now. Oh,
Corso, the deep 3 just about goes. Instead, they're going to get a foul call. That'll go on A.J. Orman.
1-4 flat. Lift the guy out of possible the post. Nice duck in. Well covered up though. Again, both coaches so detailed in their scouting reports, taking away aspects of the offense. Nice lift back.
Luke Young, Charlie Wonderlick.
Again, one motion leads right into another purposeful motion. There's no stop and start.
And I think we'll get a foul call on Bassage.
And Neenah does such a nice job of screening, re-screening, not stopping, no stalemate, or no stalling of their cuts and screens. Don't see that as much more. You see more spacing and dribble drive, more spacing and just cutting. These guys truly use screens and reads extremely well.
Luke Young on the drive, the dish, and Justin Jansen with the finish.
Did a nice job rotating. Little read and react, dribble drive baseline, postman, circle into the middle. Both teams playing very strong, very highly efficient. Shows in their field goal percentage.
Jace Gilbert has that one blocked away. He's fouled, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Went side, top side, went and back to the top. Went from the wing to the top, flattened down the D, and fed the big man.
Couple bodies right on him. Corso with the foul. But we've had some great 4-1 matchups here in this tournament already. In Division 4, Kenosha St. Joe's actually upset Marathon. And in the D2 game earlier today, Wisconsin Lutheran won it on a buzzer beater over Nicolay. On a drive that Mr. Basketball slipped and fell. His teammates right there to pick him up.
And that some basketball god bounces, I think, too, a little bit, as Tiger Woods might say in the golf in. Great game, though. Both teams definitely could have won.
Now we are set for 4 of our championships tomorrow. We just need our D1 championship, and we're 11 minutes away from finding out the first half of it.
Nice action, ball screen, lift behind. Just didn't fall, but good action. Both teams executing really well, really going strong, purposeful. Another back cut. Oh, pretty play.
Bassett not able to finish, but another drive. And now Bassett's in the corner.
Oh, beautiful. The guy drove the baseline, one lifted out back to the corner, just like you practice in shooting in rhythm, nothing but net. Little stagger screen with a two-man game on strong side.
It took about 25 minutes, but Arrowhead has their first lead of the game. And it's at the hands of their leading scorer, Bennett Bassett. A step-out 3.
And both teams fighting hard, but not just fighting hard with a purpose. Fun to watch because they're executing to a T of what they want to do.
All right, we're going to get a timeout on the floor and a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Point lead, largely built on the back of turnovers and points off turnovers. But look at how this is turned here in the second half. 11 points off turnovers for Arrowhead, none for Neenah.
Just that intensity on the ball with some purpose. Nice little driving kick, two-man action. Here it is. That's kind of like what we saw Neenah. Live ball, almost a live ball turn, but active hands with a purpose. Neenah was doing it all first half. Now Arrowhead doing it second half.
Nick Tabbert and Z got a nice close-up look at Bennett Bassett's feet there as he climbed the wall.
Z wouldn't know how to take a charge.
I heard they were talking some smack about Z earlier, so I'm going to refrain.
I won't shoot one over the bow. I'll let Hoosier do that. Fade screen, they keep one action on one side, keep the defense occupied on the other. True motion. Nice little Laker cut to free up one-on-one in the post.
Grant Dean is fouled, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Again, and not seen, but the post feeder didn't stand and watch. He cut through, which allowed the postman to isolate himself and have a better chance getting to the free throw line or even an and one possibly.
We've been talking a lot about football guys. Head coach Lee Roberts says Grant Dean is a physical specimen. UW-Madison's looking at him for their football team.
Strong program, to say the least. The nice thing is they're playing both sports. So vital to learn different roles.
So 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We're tied at 44.
Little drag screen. Again, a little lift back. Nice find.
So here's Trey Resch, had a big first half.
There is no fear in that young man. Give me the ball. I'll find a way. He's done it so far. Nice little run and jump. Get their poise. Travis talking about, hey, get your spacing. Let's get back into our stuff. High screens, curl action, fades. Again, they're so precise. Precision comes into their play so well. Nice little lift back, pop back.
Get the three there from Justin Jansen is no good. So Arrow
likes to attack and dish. Gilbert at that elbow high post has been very effective to slide back down.
Trey Resch, the stop and pop.
Hey, the young man likes it.
13 points for the freshman off the bench. Averages 9 a game. We know he can do it. Oh, he's showing up big time here.
Pretty play with the exchange off the elbows. Nice drop pass. And stay patient. Got to get Corso the ball, get him a couple looks, but Bassage is doing a nice job hounding him. Best player, best scorers on each other. You don't see that too often. Little handoff, direct handoff series possibly coming off a stagger to the left.
There he comes, and the dish. Bassage was all over him.
Good presence of mind, but again, good defense, nice basket cut.
Look at those hands from Grant Dean to snag that out of the air. Luke Young in the lane can't get it to go. Long rebound to Wonderlick. Wonderlick,
loves the lane, loves the floater. Again, just resilience.
The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by the Jones family, making breakfast, sausage, bacon, ham, and more right here in Wisconsin since 1889. Visit jonesdairyfarm.com. You ready for an omelet now?
With pancakes, mate. Triple stagger here. Like I said, each screener will have a different action. Little hesitation move, good cover up. Again, well scouted. Well organized in defending it. Both sides so good at that. Little jab.
Oh, Brady Corso the three.
Little jab. Step. None but net.
11 points on the night for Brady Corso. His first three-pointer.
Good
Look at
hands.
that passing.
Beautiful
Gilbert.
passing, but a big guy with hands like that, he should be on the Wisconsin volleyball team.
We'll make sure he gets on the hands team when they roll out the onside kick.
Yep, they did perfect. I wouldn't be diving after the ball. Again, a little different action will happen off this type of set ball, but they do such a nice job getting back into their offense as well. They don't panic. Plenty of patience. Now just a step-up screen.
Bennett Bassage just trying to draw the charge instead. Corso, open three.
Almost same spot. We were saying he needed to touch the ball a little bit. He delivers.
On the difference there, you saw Bennett Bassage try to draw that charge, and Corso was standing there wide open.
Created the space, took advantage of it. Again, trying to go back what Coach Ozzie wants, into the post.
And Luke Young will be called for the foul.
Just love how both teams just resonate from their head coaches, what their coaches are asking them to do, and they're doing it. Great respect between both programs, both teams, both head coaches know each other really well.
On the Arrowhead team, they had a busy Saturday last Saturday. They had a sectional game. So the girls actually drove down to the sectional final, and then they drove back to Green Bay for their state title game, and the boys drove up to Green Bay for that game as well. So these programs, very, very tight across the boys and girls, always cheering for each other.
The camaraderie can't be measured.
We've had a lot of schools with both programs making it. Last couple of years, we saw most of the Pewaukee girls team was here this afternoon. Oh, Brady Corso, we're going to get a timeout on the floor as he got knocked in the eye, maybe. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
sensitive area when you get up by the eye or by the nose. Eyes can water fast either way.
Definitely grabbing his left eye, so they'll take a look at him, and we will take a timeout. Arrowhead moving the ball well. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. A 12-point lead at halftime for Neenah has dwindled down to 2, and this would be why. As we take a look at Brady Corso, had his eye hit by Bennett Bassage. No foul was called, but had to get a timeout, and so Brady Corso has to sit down because they called a timeout for that injury.
Sure, he'll be on the very next dead ball. Liable to run a flex set or ball side continuity, ball screen of continuity.
Grant Dean dished into Luke Young, who can't hold on to that pass.
Good aggressiveness, though. Just the wrong pass. Had to be a bounce pass instead of a chest pass.
And that quickly, Brady Corso checks back in. You can see his eye is red. It's bothered, but he's not going to get off the floor here at the state tournament.
No, he just rubbed a little dirt on it and get back into the action.
Sure, the Cole Center crew won't like to hear there's dirt around for him to rub in it.
Coach Ryan used to make us do that all the time.
Heard that a lot in my Marine Corps days as well. Jace Gilbert.
Just a man from the mid lane on down. Doing what the coach asked him to do at the end of the half, going into the half, doing it well.
How about 10 of 11 shooting, 22 points for Jace Gilbert.
Again, one will pick, one will pop. Again, they're patient. Part of it's just to get the defense moving and shifted one way and come back the other. They do such a nice job of timing their screens. It's just not screen. It's timing. So when you catch it, you might have an isolation or you might have an open shot.
Corso will be fouled by Bassage.
Great job there with the shot fake.
So Jace Gilbert has just been a force inside.
Again, the willingness to throw it in. They know what works for them right now. But nice job, little just drop step Moses.
Season high is 26 points. He's got 22.
Little screen for the screener of the corner, but covered well.
Luke Young inside.
Just got that little extra gear today. Done a nice job attacking.
14 points. Now 14 for Luke Young.
And taking the banging from Gilbert as well. Letting him play.
Right. Had it knocked away, got it back. Went through Luke Young and Jace Gilbert, 24 points.
And two football mentalities. Playing basketball in a very purposeful way.
And that is going to be a foul. Trey Resch can't believe it. Thought he had him tied up.
Took a good angle at it. Actually left the guy that hasn't shot it a lot. Probably a good decision to try to go get it.
So that puts Neenah into the bonus. So Brady Corso will head to the free throw line. 90% free throw shooter on the year.
That is impressive. At any level. Most NBA guys can't even do that. It just tells you how consistent, how much hard work, not just mechanics.
Started 30 games on that state title game or state title team 2 years ago. He's headed to St. Leo in Florida to play basketball next year.
A little high-low action, good action.
Oh, Brady Corso will be called for the foul.
Again, part of trying to take away that high-low or that post feed is to have ball pressure. That's where it starts. If you don't have ball pressure, it's an easier pass post feed.
So Dean and Wunderlich both with 3 fouls. Next foul puts Arrowhead in the bonus.
Then coming off a handoff and into a pick and roll ISO.
Bennett Bassich, and Wunderlich will draw his 4th foul.
Good call. Just got his shoulders and hips by him just enough. Both teams just being aggressive. People are sitting on the floor. They can hear that ball pound. And it's not just pounding in one spot. It's getting downhill. It's getting something with a purpose.
So Bennett Bassich will head to the free throw line. No good. And the Rockets with the rebound. So 2-point Neenah lead, 3.5 minutes to go in this Division I semifinal. The winner a date in the D1 championship game tomorrow night, right back here at the Kohl Center.
Turn down the stagger ball screen. Coming back. Going to take it this time, though. Bassich really fighting hard over the top like Coach Ozzie wants him to do. Again, as you can see, it's 2-man on one side. Lift the guy up to the top side. Again, moving ball, moving bodies with a purpose.
A lot of ooze from the crowd there. I think Luke Young was very close to a travel.
Yep, got to his 2 feet, though. Landed on 2 feet, which eliminates that chain. Into a side ball screen. In part of their continuity, ball screen offense.
And Charlie Wunderlich is fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. This might actually be a decent move for Arrowhead. Wunderlich's a 53% free throw shooter on the year. Coach said he's one of those kids that, you can get after, and he'll always respond in the right way. Just missed that free throw.
Get Gilbert at the mid to high post, working down low. Bassich coming straight downhill.
Bennett Bassich ties it at 56.
It's a DNA for him. Loves to get downhill straight from the top. Part of that dribble drive series.
Well, we have had some great games in this tournament. We had great games last week. We are in store for a wonderful finish.
2 minutes and all tied up just the way you ordered it. Even with pancakes and an omelet.
That's right. And Brady Corso fouled. Sam Leone recognized he had an open lane and grabbed him. Make him earn those 2 at the free throw line.
Again, people watching him, he's so cerebral, he's so athletic, strong with the ball, but it's his change of speeds. Creating space, seeing when that window opens.
First free throw is good. A great shot from our camera crew there. You can see his left eye is still quite red, but no bother on that free throw attempt.
Definitely took a scrape, that's for sure. Took a pop.
18 points for Brady Corso. Neenah up 2 with 1:56 to play. And now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Well, not everybody loves the Jumbotron attention here at the Kohl Center, but we have had some great crowds here. So Neenah, a 2-point lead. They're trying to do something that hasn't been done since we've gone to the electronic seeding, or the seeding, and it's been 6 years now. The 4 seed has never beaten the number 1 seed in Division I.
It's amazing how both teams have kind of delivered the aggressiveness in each half. And one countered back this half, of course, of Arrowhead.
We said it was going to be a grind it out kind of a game.
They execute, but they play so hard.
That ball tipped away.
Sure, they're going to try to get it to Gilbert inside with Bassich maybe with the ball feeding it.
Well, this will be interesting to look at. Gilbert got up and was kind of gimpy. High schoolers are a lot more bouncy and bendy than guys like you and me, John.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, okay, guys like me,
P90X
John.
is working just fine for me.
Boy. All right.
Did it one day, I feel great.
It's P89X now for you, right?
Well, let's just say 20 minutes is plenty.
So Sam Leone will head to the free throw line. Still in the bonus, so 1-and-1 free throws here. And that one's good. Sam Leone, a 79% free throw shooter. His dad's been the JV coach for 23 years.
It's a great dedication. When you got a consistent staff like that, communication is so easy.
And Leone ties it back up at 58 apiece.
And great game, execution, toughness, aggressiveness with a purpose. Little bump. And a total face guard by Bassage and Corso. Again, I can see a high ball screen, try to isolate. Spread the floor and play a two-man game with the ball screen either picking and popping or lifting out from the weak side so you can throw it back to the top. But it's going to be in number 12's hands in the end.
So we'll get a foul there. Luke Young will head to the free throw line. That's the double bonus now, so Young will head to the free throw line. And that looked intentional. Is that intentional?
It wasn't very aggressive, but mostly officials will look at that as just common foul. Yeah, they know they're trying to foul him, but it wasn't aggressive or intent in the sense of intent to harm. Nice answer back. Guys had a great game.
So Neenah, the 2-point lead, under 1 to play.
Little Laker cut.
And they go to who else?
I tell you, it's like coach says, hey, give the big man the ball at the beginning of the second half, and they have. And he's responded every time.
Luke Young had his arm wrapped around Jace Gilbert's arm, and then he looked at the ref. What'd I do?
Can I corral that guy?
What?
Hold that Bronco.
So Jace Gilbert a chance to put his team on top, no good. And Bassage, the rebound and the putback.
Got a foul too.
And he's fouled. Potential for a 5-point play. His teammates had to pull him back onto the court. He was up in the student section.
And just got a hand, kept the ball alive, tipped it to himself, then used the left hand to finish.
Look at that. That's the equivalent of the Lambeau leap.
Pretty much.
Here at the Kohl Center. Great camera angle. Let's jump over the cameraman and
well, we had
go
one
celebrate.
camera get pegged today.
Yeah, we did.
But again, just like both coaches talked about before the game, talking to both of them, that who was going to deliver the aggressiveness, the physicality with a purpose, not out of control, but the physicality. As you can see, another one bleeding.
Well, he's supposed to be shooting a free throw.
Yep. Calling a timeout to
now Arrowhead
avoid
will
him
get a timeout.
not shoot the free throw.
So Arrowhead, just like that, 4 straight points, a chance to make this a 3-point lead. If you're Neenah, that's a heck of a gut punch. How do you not let that get into your head?
First of all, you give it to number 12.
Yeah.
Because he steadies the nerve. Second of all, you go to what you do well, and that's that ball screen action. But they're really making it hard. They're going to make it hard for him to get the ball in flow. Arrowhead will, but I think you clear one side, you pick and pop, or you pick and then leave the guys there and then roll the guy from behind. That means the weak side lifts out to the top of the key, because we've seen him throw it back to the top of the key for a 3. So you got to go to your strength.
Now this has turned into quite a ball game. Arrowhead has found a way to claw their way back into this one. We talked about Neenah wanted to be the aggressor in the first half, and they were. But Arrowhead came out with that same mindset, and they've imposed their will here in the second half.
You woke up the supposed number 1 seed. I mean, and now they've woken up in enough time. At least they're hoping so.
Thanks in large part to this young man right there.
In plenty of time. Don't need a 3. Get the best opportunity. Get to the free throw line.
So Corso,
That's
the
what
drive,
I'm talking about.
and he'll head to the free throw line. Bassage will draw the foul.
What they did was clear out the bottom side. They had a guy shooting in the corner, but then they cleared the rest of the guys out the right, which you either stick with the shooter or you give help. They stuck with the shooter, and that created that driving line.
So only 46 seconds to go, but that is Bennett Basic's 4th foul. Something to keep an eye on because he's been on Brady Corso. And, of course, you want Brady Corso to have the ball. Wow. Hey, got some friendly rolls here in this game.
A little
huh?
billiards action
Right?
up there. Corner pocket, side pocket, and then maybe the other one.
A little 3 rails and in. That one a lot smoother. It's a 1-point ball game.
You bring up a good point. Basic might not be able to guard Corso the next time down court because they're 4 or 5.
We'll see.
The young Frosh who has no fear. Hopefully stays patient enough, though. High ball screen, which they've been doing well at it. Gianni, patient.
A lot of time, and there's a foul on Sam Leone. Justin Jansen finally came out and got him.
Again, like you mentioned, Brad, jumping ahead. Who is going to guard Corso on the way down? Because you don't want that possible 5th foul on the guy that's woken up for your team, Basic. You need him out there.
16 points for Bennett Basic. Sam Leone only has 2, but they've both come right here. And a big free throw to make it a 2-point game.
Again, I could see soft man-to-man initially to pick up, to slow them down, get them out of rhythm a little bit.
And it's a 3-point ball game. Sam Leone ice cold from, or ice in his veins maybe, that's what I'm going for. He's not been ice cold. He's 4 of 4, perfect from the free throw line. So again, 26 seconds. You don't have to get the 3, but I have to imagine you're trying to make sure you get the best shot.
You're going to have an action where the primary action is to get the best shot, but they do such a good job, Neenah. They do type of twist actions where they're coming from one. When they go ball side, they got probably a high ball screen action, but on the weak side, they got action going on. So if you can skip it or kick it, the 3 ball is there. They do that extremely well. So that's why they run their motions so well. It's not one set, one action. It's multiple actions going at the same time.
Well, Brady Corso, Charlie Wonderlick, both 37% 3-point shooters. Justin Jansen, 34%. You can see the field goal made leaders. Tonight it's been Brady Corso, 2 of 5. Neenah's only hit 5 in the game.
I could see whoever Gilbert is guarding, that could be the guy they pick and pop. If that's Young being guarded by Gilbert, he might do a pick and pop action with him. So he's got to decide whether he helps on Corso or let Corso kick it out back to Young.
No, see, Young is 2 of 3. He was just 6 of 8 all year. So he's not a prolific 3-point shooter, but he shot it well.
Little spread of the court, but go right back into it. Nice
and right into Young.
Just precision, surgical.
So 14.6 seconds to go.
The great thing is the action didn't stop when the initial action was stopped. They kept going. They got right back into another action. Little jump stop, little feed.
And you saw Basic there was playing off. That's the most room Brady Corso has had to play with the entire second half.
Exactly. I mean, you give him a little room. He's a great jump shooter, but he's also somebody that can seize the floor so well.
So how quickly, if you're Neenah, do you foul if you can't get the steal? Because I imagine you're trying to get the steal first.
Most time you wait till after half court, but if looking at free throw percentages, is there a guy that you can foul that's not a great free throw percentage shooter? No matter where they catch it.
That would be Jace Gilbert, 59%. Probably the one guy that you want to put on the line. Yeah, Jace Gilbert is 2 of 7. Lake Basic, 3 of 4. Trey Resch is 2 of 3. Oh, here's our cowbell. This guy was a star at the girls' tournament last week. The mullet, the cowbell, the cross-eyed. I'll tell you what, we're having a lot of fun here at the Kohl Center.
Absolutely. We got 3 quality free throw shooters, though, right there. Took Gilbert out of the game.
And now we'll get a timeout from Arrowhead. Great defense from Neenah.
Again, they just tried to split action. There wasn't really no screen and slip. Now the ball will be dead on the baseline.
So we mentioned you might want to put Chase Gilbert on the line. Arrowhead knows what his free throw percentage is. They took him out of the game.
So now you're at a point where if you don't get a trap, I think you almost purposely foul. If they're in a trapping situation, which they are, if you don't get it off the first trap, you claw into them about half quarter, even before half quarter.
Now Jay Haase at 76%, Bennett Bassage at 72%, Sam Leone at 79%, Trey Resch, the freshman, at 88%. So a lot of good free throw shooters. You got to feel good if you're Arrowhead.
And they
but
take
no timeouts left.
They've taken care of the ball extremely well this half. So if you don't get it on the first trap, it's almost best to do it right away and not take any more time off the clock.
So quickly into Leone, who is fouled by Corso. Held on to him for an extra second or two just to make sure the ref saw it.
Again, it gives 12 seconds is a lot of time to get it down, get a shot, get a stop, get a timeout. But again, 4 for 4 at the line.
Done all his damage from the free throw line today.
Neenah has 1 timeout left.
The first one is good, so it's a 2-point game.
Looking at Coach Robinson, he's basically saying, let's just go. I think this is something that, if I know Lee, how well prepared he is, they've planned this, they've done this action. They don't need a timeout possibly.
On a miss, they have to make sure they get the rebound. Doesn't matter, it's a make. So 3 points, Arrowhead lead. Neenah will look for a 3 here to tie this up. Oh no, Corso's going right to the rack. No good. Now we'll get a 3 from Justin Jensen. Oh! And we will go to overtime.
Little extra time on the clock.
Justin Jensen.
Started out hot in the beginning of the game. Teed off at the end of the game.
So Brady Corso a little too strong.
Oh,
wow, what a play.
His feet, presence of mind. Unbelievable shot, but what a presence of mind.
To get back in bounds, absolutely.
Find the opening.
Grant Dean tipped it to keep it alive. Brady Corso out to... And Arrowhead didn't have any timeouts there, so there was no way for them to stop the clock.
But again, just the attack, 99% of the time that layup's going in. Ball bounces, looks like it's going out of bounds, and you have the presence of mind to get back in, tip it to your teammate who's had a good night, especially in the beginning of the game.
So we are headed to overtime. First time since 2019 in Division I. Sun Prairie beat West Allis Central that year. So we'll put 4 minutes on the clock.
And again, you're up 3. Arrowhead was trying to take away the 3. They were not going to give up a 3. They give up a 2. And I could definitely see the philosophy in that. But, geez, what a play after the play.
Now fouls will play a big role here. As we mentioned, Bassage has 4. Dean and Wunderlich for Neenah both have 4 as well.
I'd like to see who is going to play Corso one-on-one, because Coach Robbins definitely will be attacking that if it is Bassage. He'll be attacking him hard, because if they can get him out of the game, it's a different team.
So we're set for overtime here in this Division I semifinal. Brady Corso will control things for the Rockets.
Bassage still on him. He's going to come back off a Stockton pick, up screen and a pin down screen into a ball screen.
Brady Corso, the 3! And Bassage has to play off of it.
That extra half step, exactly right what you said, Brad.
There's Sam Leone. No, the offensive foul, the push-off.
Good initial move. Really didn't need that extra little push off. He had to angle the bucket because the help and recover man wasn't even in sight. Dropped his shoulder. That's one of those new rules that you can't drop the shoulder to gain an advantage like that.
So here is Brady Corso. That's the fourth foul on Sam Leone. And now it's Trey Resch on Brady Corso.
I think it's a good, wise move because he's quick. He's aggressive with a purpose. You need Bassage out there for all the other parts of the game as well. Again, a lot of, as you can see, they're lifting their offense away from the bucket, 1-4 high, stepping out. This is on purpose, so you create driving lines, back cuts, especially against teams that are pressuring you hard. You lift that offense above the free throw line or above the volleyball line extended. As you can see, they stay out of the corner so they could drive at 45-degree angles easier.
Charlie Wunderlich now. And back out to Brady Corso. He thought about the three. Instead, he'll get it right back from Young.
Nice driving kick.
How about a Wunderlich three? No good. Jace Gilbert rebound.
Good look, but Arrowhead weathered it. See what they can do. Little drag screen. Like to see it go back to the big. Yeah, back to the Gilbert. Nice drive, hard left in.
Trey Resch just a little too strong, but great drive.
Beautiful Stockton move with the inside hand, outside foot. Just couldn't finish. Proper move.
So 2 minutes to go here in this overtime session. Neenah leads by 3.
Likes to turn it down and come back. Gets you shifting one way. Just a change of speeds.
Oh, Corso no good off the glass.
What Arrowhead does better. They run the court.
A.J. Ormond.
We've seen that actually. We've seen that young man hit a big shot already tonight.
And all tied up at 70.
Tell you,
2 shots for A.J. Ormond. 2 3-pointers, and both are good.
He can tell stories. I hit them all.
Your dad was 100% at the state tournament.
Nice driving kick off the high ball screen. Turned it down. Just amazing how solid these guys answer the bell. Not just tough and aggressive, but smart. Keep that presence of mind of what their team needs to do at a certain time of the game.
So Luke Young with 45 seconds to go here in this overtime session.
Again, you're not going to get the ball pressure from a 5 as much. That's the thinking. Might want to get it back to your man. Again,
looks like Neenah's going to try and get the last shot here.
Absolutely. That would be definitely right up in Neenah's alley of being ball control at this time.
Here goes Luke Young.
Might even see a timeout.
Right on cue. So we'll take another look at this 3 from A.J. Ormond.
Just ready on the catch, but that's what Arrowhead does. They early transition, early shots. That's what they've been known for, but that's something Neenah's been able to take away most of the night.
15 seconds to go. What are you drawing up here?
Give it to 12 and get out of the way. But no, I think, like you said, earlier, action one way with a ball screen and maybe he'll turn it down or then get re-screened on that same ball screen. But same things happen on the other side. There's some type of other action, fade screen, a lift out. So if there's nothing there, he's got somebody to throw it back to that can get that 3-point look, or maybe that little dump pass coming down the lane on a 45-degree cut. They're so good at purposeful actions away from the ball, timeliness. Again, these things have been well prepared. A lot of good coaches, a lot of coaches prep, but it's hard to top these 2 guys on what they do for given situations. And that's why they're down here so often. Got very good players, but you also have have to have great preparation and adjustment.
When we mentioned the foul trouble, but I have to imagine if you're Bennett Bassett, you're not getting out of the way to avoid a foul to give them a potential game-winning shot here.
Correct.
Well, 15 seconds. Here we go.
They're going to bring him back hard to the ball off a pin down screen at the middle.
So under 10 to go.
Little pick and pop.
Justin Jansen did it once. Can he do it again? Oh, he nearly did. Well, we're having so much fun. Let's do it again.
Hey, it's Groundhog's Day. Oh, no, we're past St. Patrick's. No, we're not even past St. Patrick's Day. That's too bad. But no, just they got a good look. But again, Arrowhead made it very difficult for their number one option to even get a look. But he had presence of mind to get it back to Jansen to get a decent look out of it.
Yeah, Jansen had to double clutch, but still had quite a look at it.
Well, so we've seen plenty of shots like that.
We sure have.
Big time shots like that today alone.
Well, I only had enough material prepared for a regular game. We get to double overtime. This is the first time this has happened since 2011. Madison Memorial coming away state champs in double overtime, beat De Pere. That was like 3 overtimes.
That was like 11:30 at night.
Oh,
I remember it well. It
yeah.
was long. I mean, it was exciting. When you looked up, it felt like you were walking out of Madison Square Garden.
And we still have another game to play here tonight.
I know. Hey, they just gotta wait. Take a number, just like at the butcher market.
I'll tell you what, we've kind of been talking about it a lot, but I can't get over how great the crowds have been. Great bands, great fans. You know, this state always shows up for these tournaments, and it is so fun.
It's electric. There's a lot of sizzle in the place right now, Nicole. And rightfully so. These are the guys right out here, the guys on the benches, the guys coaching. Their programs create this. And we get to sit back and enjoy.
All right, deja vu all over again. Second overtime.
Again, eyeball screen action. That's called a step-up screen to a kick out.
And Luke Young will drive. Luke Young, strong finish.
Did a nice job pulling Gilbert away, shifted him right, and just got enough little advantage past his right shoulder. Nice little bump. He's taking a lot of bumps from Gilbert. He's delivering one back.
Big time bucket from Young. Just the second foul for Gilbert. Free throw is no good, so it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, I have a feeling it definitely will go inside out. That's where it brought them back in the offense in, touching the paint. Little high-low. Nice little dive in. Gilbert's cut allowed that vacuum to be created for Bassett to drive off his left-handed.
And he was guarded by Dean, who's got 4 fouls, so maybe a little more cautious than he might have been otherwise. Speaking of Dean, here he is. We're not going to hold 3 minutes for the last shot here, are we?
They'll be patient. They will be patient. I mean, they played at a pretty good tempo most of the game, but they will be patient. They will dictate the game as best they can. Very good one of them getting to the middle.
Luke Young, no good on the 3, but Grant Dean with the rebound.
50-50 ball, got it.
Corso has that one blocked. A.J. Orma.
That long arm just came out of nowhere.
This kid has had timely play after timely play today.
I tell you, he can be on a highlight reel by himself. Little screen for the screener to the corner.
Brady Corso, the 3!
That's about 3 from about the same spot in the second half.
4 of 7 from deep, 26 points for Brady Corso.
Touch the paint, work inside out. Love it. Love it.
Gilbert gets his own rebound and put back.
Again, I love the persistence, the attention to detail. This is where we got to start. This is where we stick to. This is what got us back in the game.
Just so impressed with Gilbert's strength. That ball was taken away from him. He still got it back and got it in there.
Good contest.
Corso not able to finish.
Like the push of the pace because this is what they like. Early transition, get a shot quick. Likes the spin back.
Bassett fouled by Luke Young. That was very close to a full-up blocker, maybe even a jump ball there.
Again, part of that, just that creativity. They got the ball down the court and compressed the defense, something that Arrowhead does so well. Get you compressed, then lifts you out with a turn, and all of a sudden they're down the lane with a drive.
Tied at 75, Bennett Bassett, UWGB recruits, and a chance to give Arrowhead the lead.
GB had a heck of a year this year.
And Arrowhead back in the lead. 1:48 to go.
I don't know how many more punches are left on either side, but we'll see who delivers the last one. Again, two-man game on one side, trying to keep the defense out.
Charlie Wunderlich, we haven't called his name in forever.
Not for a while, but he's got that nice little float game off the right hand.
And Neenah back in the lead.
We've seen that one before.
Oh, Bennett Bassett.
But it was getting the dribble at back door, but add a little panache to it too as well. Fighting over the top. Again, two-man action. Spread the court on the weak side.
Wunderlich again.
Noted for his float game. That's his third floater just this half. Stop and pop it. It's a little quicker, a little higher before the pressure gets to him.
10 points now for Wunderlich. As Neenah back in the lead by one.
Little double team. Good call by the referee. Good call. Initially, he got him by the arm, but then he did tie him up.
So Justin Jansen now with 4 fouls. If we go to many more overtimes, we're going to start seeing the bench guys having to battle this one out.
And my omelet will be cold.
Your pancake omelet, whatever that is.
It just goes down.
Jace Gilbert no good, so a chance to at least tie the game here.
Good form on that one. Hands stayed a little more connected, a little more cohesive.
28 points, a wonderful day for him, but just 2 of 8 from the line.
Hold that foul through no matter what. Find a way, big
that
man.
one ties it up.
We got a game.
It's quite an exclamation as we're in the second overtime.
Get high ball screen. They're going to do similar what they did before end of regulation, I believe it was.
It all kind of blurs together at this point, doesn't it?
But it's all good.
It's been great. 79-79, 15 seconds to go.
May see a timeout, may not. Not let the defense set up. They do call timeout. Turns the ball screen down.
Corso. Charlie Wunderlich has that blocked. And now we're going to get a jump ball. Arrow goes to Arrowhead. We have 0.9 on the clock. I have a feeling we're headed to a third overtime.
May need a Leitner pass, but
yeah, getting ready for the Hail Mary.
Try to seal it. We saw a heck of a half-court post-up with Kneppel, but they had more time. We got a look!
And that half-court heave, no good. And we're having so much fun. Let's do it all again.
We got more basketball.
We do. How about another 4
it.
minutes? So longest tournament games all time. 3 OT games, the Division I championship, Madison Memorial De Pere, bunch of 2 OT games. So hopefully we can settle this in the third overtime.
Oh, I want to keep
going.
Oh,
you want to make history. John Nedeljkoff wants to be
in the record book.
Standing alone. Years from now, they won't remember we were on the call. They'll just see that Neenah or Arrowhead won a game in 3 or 4 or however many overtimes it takes.
They'll be fast forwarding through everything and turning the volume down.
That's right.
But just a credit to these guys, how they work and battle. Had some really good looks, but they're just so well prepared in school. They stick to what got them there. Ball screens on one side with stagger action. Down here, feeding the post, feeding the paint on the other side. The other thing is they're both attacking where there might be a weakness with foul trouble and so forth.
Well, the pep bands and the fans hanging strong in with all this extra basketball.
The dance card will be coming out soon.
I feel like we've seen this before, haven't we, John?
You know what? It kind of brings back old days. Everything was off a tip-up.
Third overtime in this Division I semifinal. Neither of these teams want to go home. Let's see if we can get this thing settled in the third overtime.
A little high post feed, high-low up screen. Like the action.
Inside to Gilbert, no good.
One of the few times he hasn't finished, but good action off that high-low.
Wonderlic there to clean up the rebound.
Thing is, each player on each team has answered the bell. Done a nice job fitting in what role they're needed at the time.
Oh, Charlie Wonderlic coming alive in these extra frames.
Again, it's just coming alive, using that little touch, little floater. So good at it. Tried that dribble at backdoor. Didn't work for the first time in a while.
Oh, great defense from Young, but Jace Gilbert just too strong.
Get out of the way. Get off my lawn.
That is 31. Look at that. Charlie Wonderlick's been getting it done for the Rockets. Scored the last 6.
And you know what? It's a credit to the team of going where they got to go. They're not going away from it. They trust and they see what's working.
Coach said he's going to be a D3 player, great D3 player somewhere next year. Hasn't made his decision yet.
And high ball screen action just to shift the defense. Not necessarily get something initially, but then all of a sudden re-screen into it. And then you got them shifting one way and coming back the other. Nice driving kick.
Charlie Wonderlic, no good.
Oh,
and he gets his own
Hustle
rebound.
play.
And the putback, Charlie Wonderlic.
I think that floater's patting it.
Last 8 Neenah points have come from Charlie Wonderlic, who has given the Rockets a lead.
Oh, beautiful Stockton move by the Frosh.
Trey Resch, a drive. Back and forth we go.
Again, no stoppage of time. It's not like you can change up the defense or the coverage. You got to stick to it. Little UCLA cut out the bottom for not there for Corso. But again, it just keeps the defense occupied. But as you see Coach out there directing him into what he wants for a set.
Very animated, Coach.
That's okay. You
Ravis
can be in the third overtime.
Yeah.
Nice driving kick, but again, and both teams on a little bit of probably fumes, but guess what? You bite down and grit on it. Nice long edge, but again, they're just trying to milk a little clock. If they see a possible angle to get a foul, possibly, but we might see it wind it down to the end. They have that capability with the guys that have the ball handling.
Here's Luke Young guarded by Jace Gilbert. Now Wonderlic. Bennett Bassage, remember, has 4 fouls.
That's probably the go-to guy, at least to keep the ball for pressure release, because he can't take that risk.
Virtually everybody in the game right now in foul trouble. As you can imagine, nobody thought they were playing this long today.
You have to ask Coach Pettigrew, you got to install 6 fouls.
Yeah, right? Oh, this big crowd here at the Kohl Center. We've got the Neenah faithful on their feet. Under 20 to go.
It's coming back to 12.
Now here comes everybody on their feet.
Might be a dribble exchange with 12 with Bassage, or at least Corso.
10 to go. Charlie Wonderlic can't get it. That rebound knocked out of bounds by Sam Leone. So 2.8 seconds. Neenah will get a timeout, and they'll have one more shot at ending this game. Otherwise, we're going into the record books, John.
They stuck Corso in the corner, and they totally denied him, didn't give help. again, when it comes down, Wonderlick's hot, and he took the right angle, took the right read, just didn't fall. But now Coach Roberts basically talking about what play does he want out of that play. That's a tough thing. Is the ball out of the corner, or is it on the baseline? I think that's what the officials are discussing. Is the ball in the corner, or is it in the base? Because it's a whole different kettle of worms when it comes to if it's in the corner or actually on the baseline.
So it looks like that'll be corner.
Yep, little more difficult, but knowing Coach Rob, he has a play for it because he has a spectrum of situations. I know they go through quite a bit, as well as Coach Ozzie does. They're so well prepared. With 2.8 seconds, you got a chance to catch, take at least one dribble and get a good look. Or a shot fake and get a good look. Because people may be challenging the shot.
Oh, an old school Raptors jersey.
Hey.
As long as you fit in with the color of your school, right?
Vintage adds $25.
So it'll be Justin Jansen in the corner, who inbounded for the Rockets. 2.8 seconds to go.
Little screener to the top. Bring him back to the top. Corso. We've seen this before.
Corso, the three, no good. And you wanted to go into the record books, John Nedeljkoff. Will go. Did you see Jace Gilbert just threw that over the backboard full court?
But again, a great execution of the play. Corso setting a cross screen, getting a double down, but then coming back to the ball, got a great look.
So, 4 overtimes.
We got some basketball.
Ah.
Coach saying,
there's Andy Brunell.
You're getting everything for your ticket tonight, Brad.
Yeah, this is a value buy today.
Amazon couldn't even deliver a cheaper kit. But I tell you, I know there's adrenaline. I know there's that drive, but there is some fumes going. These kids are probably at the low. They're ready to. It's the last part of the tank.
A couple ripple effects from this. One, on the next D1 game, there's two teams who are probably getting pretty antsy back there in the hallway saying, let us get on the court. But two, you have to wonder, whoever does come out of this game, will they get their legs back in time for tomorrow night's championship
It's less
game?
than a 24-hour turnaround, but they're not thinking. They're looking at each other. We just got 4 minutes. And the thing is, a lot of high school coaches, especially the ones that we're seeing here tonight, do play 4-minute games. Instead of just playing up and down, they'll play possessions in a 4-minute game and give certain situations within that 4-minute game.
All right. Tip-off for the millionth time tonight in this Division I semifinal.
I like the jump ball. We should bring it back.
So Arrowhead controls. 4 fouls on Justin Jansen, Grant Dean, and Charlie Wonderlick. For Arrowhead, Leone and Bassage, sorry.
Little stagger screen into a cross screen. Gonna go right back to inside out. You can see Bassage trying to get to the paint. Or Resch. They've been pretty good at it, to say the least.
So Bassage, the strong drive.
Just so good coming from the top on down. Getting his rhythm all second half. That's what really has helped propel, as well as Gilbert, what he's done inside.
So here is Corso. He's gotten Bassage to switch on him a couple times, but he's punched it out pretty quick.
Yep. And basically, they flooded the paint with Gilbert.
Charlie Wonderlick, the jumper no good. Luke Young with the rebound. He can't get that to go. Another offensive board. And now Jace Gilbert will be called for the foul. That's going to be his third.
The thing is, when your 5-man, or in this case Gilbert, gives extra help, it leaves you open to offensive rebounds because you're not there to put a body on body, and that's where you saw Young get the offensive rebound.
I'll tell you what's impressive, 40 minutes for Trey Resch, only 1 foul. 49 minutes for Gilbert, that was just his third. 37 for Ormont, he's only got 2.
It's just discipline. I mean, there's no luck to it. It's discipline, staying in the stance. using the hands outside the body, but staying within your realm.
Grant Dean free throw is no good. He's just a 32% free throw shooter on the year. 1 of 3 from the line today. Make it 1 of 4, so a 2-point Arrowhead lead still.
Again, Arrowhead touching the paint is where they've been so good at. Now the shoe's on the other foot. First time in a while, Arrowhead has had the ball late in the late part of the contest, and not Neenah to dictate the tempo or dictate the time or when to go.
Pass inside to Gilbert, and Gilbert makes it a 4-point Arrowhead lead.
Really good pass, but even better catch. You're talking about a guy that's playing Division I football going up like a tight end.
Corso is going to draw the foul, and that's going to be it for Bennett Bassage, who caught a shoulder to the mouth, I think.
When you go up and under, you do that when you leave your feet, and that's what, again, Corso does so well with the ball fakes, shot fakes. Get defenders to leave their feet. That's going to cause fouls.
What a scene there for Bennett Bassage. Wonder if he lost a tooth.
Very possible, because he had gone through a little bit of some of that earlier in the previous overtime.
So if you're going to foul out, at least it's in the 4th overtime, and at least your team is leading by 4. Oh my gosh, look at that. My goodness. So Brady Corso will shoot a pair of free throws.
He does such a nice job with his shot fakes and ball fakes. It makes him even quicker, because shot fakes and ball fakes, Brad, slow you down but speed the defense up, and he's so good at that, getting up and under.
And the substitution made for Arrowhead, Andy Cochran is into the game. Just a 31% free throw shooter. So if you start to play the foul game here, you've got him and Jace Gilbert you're probably looking to foul. And so Arrowhead will get a timeout to discuss things.
You might be able to leave off him too as well and pressure the ball and give more help as well, because he hasn't taken much for offensive shooting. So you can give him more help on the drive.
Yeah, just 12 minutes on the day for Andy Cochran, but no fouls. You got your aggressor right there on defense.
These fans are wondering, can we get one more? How long, like a marathon. But again, it brings life to the Kohl Center, a lot of sizzle.
We got to think if any of these guys are running track, they might be a little slow in their 400 times for the next week or two.
It's good training. Track started about 2 weeks ago. They're ahead of it. But again, just both teams, both programs so well prepared, fighting it out. And it kind of goes back to what both coaches. Who's going to be the aggressor? Who's going to last out? And we've seen each team answer bell for bell, and probably one of the reasons why we're sticking here at 4 overtimes.
Jace Gilbert, 33, Brady Corso, 28. Both of those young men have had incredible games here today.
Again, a little extra pressure with Bassage now gone.
And another timeout from Arrowhead. Didn't like that way, the way that was setting up.
Now the ball will be dead on the baseline, so you won't be able to run the baseline.
Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. I bet our sponsors didn't have a read slated in the 4th overtime, but
hey, they're liking
here we
it.
are.
They're liking it.
Tons of great sponsors to help us put on this wonderful broadcast. Our crew from top to bottom is just incredible. The camera guys, all the guys behind the scenes, stat guys, our on-air crew, our everybody. Yeah, look at that. Gibby.
I tell you though, just very few, if any, states have a setup like this where you got this many games in a state tournament, and they're all live, they're all on TV. Hey,
oh, you think they're having fun?
Hey.
They're having fun. Hi, Curtis.
You say, give me an espresso. Keep me up. I got one more game.
Yeah, just a wonderful crew.
Hey,
And it took us till 4 overtimes to get them all on camera. And now we're going to get a little cleanup, so I think a little blood that they might have missed.
I think that comes back from passage when he got hit into the tooth or into the jaw.
Yeah, there's still quite a crew attending to Bennett Bassich over there in the stands. And at this point, he's going, you guys, if my mouth is going to look like this, you got to win.
Yep.
You got to give me a good story to go with it.
You probably might have the tooth go right through the lip. That happens quite a bit in that type of situation. 1-4 press breaker. You might send one to probably too deep. Cross screen across the top, like they are. Little Iverson over across the free throw line.
Great pressure from Neenah.
Again, don't need a foul. Purposeful pressure like you've been doing all game.
Corso, Schultz, and Young all have fouls to give. Dean and Wunderlich both with 4. You got to be careful about who gives the foul if they decide to go that route.
Arrowhead's got 2 freshmen out there. Big stage, big lights.
So that'll be 4 on Brady Corso. Sam Leone will head to the free throw line where he has been perfect. 6 of 6. All 6 of his points have come from there.
Bringing Gilbert back in for defensive purposes. Clog up the lane.
So Sam Leone good on the first free throw to push it to a 3-point lead.
Kind of surprised that they fouled so soon. I don't think they needed to. You got a lot of guys that aren't going to handle the ball as much as they normally do now.
Sam Leone, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. And it's a 4-point Arrowhead lead.
Again, little pin down into a handoff, dribble handoff, bringing him back. Here comes that floater. Nope, took it away off his right hand.
Wunderlich inside, no good. Jace Gilbert, big rebound. And Young definitely fouled Gilbert. Gilbert's going, I didn't have the ball.
Nice job in taking away the left shoulder turn for Wunderlich's right-hand floater that he basically patented today. But made him spin back and go off his right shoulder instead of his left shoulder.
So Jace Gilbert pleading his case. He'll have to head to the free throw line. What a game for him, though. 33 points. And a chance to potentially ice this one.
Look at that shot there. Coach Haase having a little fun with one of the referees, smiling, said, I think he handed it off a little sooner. But nice little stroke there. Hands are connected. Hold that form, big fella.
No good on that one.
They'll take 1 out of 2. 1 point per possession usually is a positive.
So a 5-point lead. And if Neenah scores here, puts them in an interesting spot. Every Rocket on the floor has 4 fouls. So you have to prioritize, I guess, who you want to foul out of this game.
Correct.
Certainly not Brady Corso.
Do a dribble.
Not Wunderlich.
Little dribble handoffs here to get him downhill. They step through.
Brady Corso can't. Oh my goodness. Jace Gilbert went down
Nice
hard. Luke Young, the 3-point play.
He's had a game. And then some.
Jay Haase draws the foul.
Made a nice little step through. Just couldn't finish. Little discombobulation with bodies. Right man, right time, right place. Young has made a lot of big plays in this game. whether it's 3-ball, rebound action, playing tough defense, making it, again, he's pretty outsized and underneath, but he's coming right back on the offensive end.
Misses the free throw, but the rebound to Wunderlich, who is fouled.
We've seen Wunderlich, Dean hunt down those basketballs, keep the ball in their hand, get an extra shot, extra possession, basically.
So a chance now for Wunderlich to make this a 1-point ball game. Just a 53% free throw shooter on the year.
Tends to pull away on his shot there a little bit.
0-2 on the day, but even to pull it within 2 is big.
Just to get it to a more of a 2-point possession game. Nice form.
That free throw is good. So Blake Bassett will head into the game, and Neenah is going to call a full timeout. We'll see Nick Schultz come back into the game, and so there's your guy to give a foul.
Yep, correct. And the thing is, Neenah doesn't have to foul as quick as what they did in the previous possession. That was kind of unnecessary. But the bottom line is they can be a little more patient and try to draw a turnover.
Well, you can watch live streaming coverage of the WIAA tournaments along with stories about the teams, players, scores, and more from across the state. The Magic of March app is sponsored by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. It is available free at the App Store. Download now to get in on the action. With most points by 2 teams in any game, Division I, 180 between Milwaukee, Lincoln, and La Crosse Central. Back in 1967, we're 2 points away. It only took 4 overtimes to get there.
I tell you. Milwaukee Lincoln had quite a string there, too. Win, being state champions and that. That was a great year, though, 1967.
Was it?
It was fabulous.
I'll have to take your word for it.
It was. Especially January 29th, 1967.
Is that when you were born?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So Blake Bennett Bassage, you saw there on the bench, still with a big towel on his mouth.
It's okay. Again, sending one deep, coming across off an elevator screen.
And great defense there from the Rockets, almost forced a turnover.
Now they got him in a tight situation. That corner is a dead man's corner.
Jace Gilbert's going to check in.
Probably for a screen, making somebody rub off that big body, free a guy up.
Cal Juckham's going to come into the game. He's played 2 minutes.
Again,
Young will check out.
Like you talk about, they only have so many fouls to give.
Couple options to foul now.
They're going after. They're gonna lengthen this clock as much as they can. They're not gonna wait and try to maybe get a turnover or a bad shot.
So they're going to send the freshman Blake Bassage to the line. 91% free throw shooter. Hasn't taken a shot or a free throw yet today.
Coach Hazi's has great confidence in both freshmen all year long.
Boy, he doesn't mess around with that, does he?
It was great. Would have liked him to see him stay in the foul through a little bit longer. He pulled out of it pretty quick. Might be his repertoire, though.
So here is the opening. This will stay a 1-possession game, even with the make.
That one, he held it. He didn't pull out of it, stayed connected, watched it go through.
Andy Cochran back into the game. Joey Dawn will check in. Remember, he had a big 3 earlier in this game. Some sneaky shooting, maybe.
Yep, back when they do that 2-man game where they have Corso coming down the left lane line, stick him in the corner. In fact, that's where he's at, in the left-hand corner. It's the shot he hit in the first half, left-hand corner.
Has that blocked. And Arrowhead away with it.
Well scouted out after being hit by it in the first half.
And so Don will get the foul. And Sam Leone, who has been great at the free throw line, will head back again.
I didn't quite commit, but again, they did that same action, and he hit the shot in the first half, but that was well covered up.
Well, the guy who hasn't played a whole lot, somebody who has been on the court more maybe would have pulled that down, but it's very obvious his one job was to get that pass and shoot.
Coach wanted him to shoot it.
Yep. And Joey Donnell head to the bench. Sam Leone, 9 of 9. And a chance to make this a 5-point ball game. Finally misses.
What a play.
An offensive board, and Leone will head back to the free throw line.
Perseverance. Not worried about the miss. Play the next play.
So Grant Dean will foul out of this game. Incredible effort from that young man.
Good.
So Sam Leone chasing down, didn't give up on it.
Again, fundamental miss though. We didn't block out the shooter. You hear that all the time down in the grade schools. Who's got shooter?
So now a chance to perhaps put this one out of reach with under a minute to go. And one of two. Life for Neenah still. 93-88, 45 seconds to go.
Again, get it back. Get it to the guy to get your tempo going. Get your thermos going.
Justin Jansen, 3.
Oh! Great find. Good give and go. Pick and pat.
Just when you think they're out, they pull you right back in.
That spot on the floor, I think it's 3 ball.
It is.
Like 8 for 9.
We'll have to have our next gen stats take a look at that.
Analytics plays. But again, nice find. Pick and pop. Fundamental.
Well, Justin Jansen hit the 3 that sent us to overtime. And now another 3 that might just keep his Rockets in this one. Ethan Holzel is going to check in.
Again, Coach Ellis has basically been fouling right away, lengthening in the game as much as he can. He's not going to just, he's just not. That's a heck of a thing to say in 4 overtimes. But the bottom line is he wants to get the ball back. He wants to get the ball back with as much time. He's not going to wait for a turnover, maybe a bad shot selection. There's only one possession now.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at what you were saying. That young man looked very stressed. We had a great shot of him holding his face. I can only imagine. This is just fun for us to sit here and watch and talk about this. I can't imagine what it's like to be in the stands rooting for one of these two teams right now.
You're just hoping for the best.
And I have to go do some yoga and get the blood pressure down after this. Meditation. And Nick Schultz, the foul on Blake Bassage.
Again, bringing back Gilbert for defensive purposes.
As we see Jansen and Young about to check back in as well for offensive purposes. And an opening for Neenah. Bassage, 1 of 3 from the line.
Coach calling out a set. Gonna get the best look possible, whether it's a 2 or a 3, plenty of time. Doesn't have to be a 3 ball unless it's presented.
That free throw is good. Andy Cochran will check back in for Arrowhead. Blake Bassage to the bench. 3-point lead. 33.7 seconds to go in this 4th overtime frame.
Little high ball screen, pick and pop again. Coming right back at it. Nice shot, fake ball fake.
Jansen the take. And with 17.5 seconds, Neenah is within a point.
Sound presence of mind. Could have got greedy and tried to get that 3, but that shot fake gets him to the rim. Nice action. Pump fake up and under. Again, so many people are worried about the 3 ball. There's no help in recovery. There's no gap help. Again, just disciplined basketball by both teams. Neenah, in that case, wasn't going to take the shot that looked good. They got even a better one. They know they got time left.
If he keeps his same starting five, or same five on the floor, somebody's going to foul out.
Correct. No, it's just game of attrition.
The 2 timeouts left for Neenah, none for Arrowhead. If that plays any factor down the stretch here. 17.5 seconds to go. 1 point Arrowhead lead.
Both guys circling, one guy diving.
And the foul will be called on Cal Juckham, who came into the game specifically for that purpose.
I agree with the foul. Stop the clock now. Regardless, it's going to be a 1-possession game.
So A.J. Ormond, an 80% free throw shooter on the year, has not been to the line yet today. But we've seen him step up in a couple of big spots already. And that free throw is good.
Confident young man.
So the offensive, defensive substitutions for both teams.
Attention to detail by both teams.
At this point, on a make, are you looking for a 2 if you're Neenah? Are you trying to, well, doesn't matter, offensive rebound.
Tough one.
And now Nick Schultz will foul out. And with 10.7 seconds, a chance for who else but Sam Leone.
Yeah, just that. The little things. Knocks out one time on a free throw at the free throw line, then now under.
10 of 12 from the free throw line is Sam Leone. If he can get to 12, he might put this one out of reach.
Ooh, cradles it in.
Huge free throw upcoming for Arrowhead. A chance to make it a 4-point lead. With just 10.7 seconds left to play. And there it is, 4-point Arrowhead lead.
Might see a soft man now, soft man-to-man pressure, try to just keep him in front, shadow him.
Corso quickly to the hoop. And now we'll see. Yeah, Arrowhead was content to let that bounce around for a little bit. So right now there's 3.1 seconds on the clock. 2-point lead.
Oh, got away.
And a foul, a hard foul. Good sportsmanship there as Blake Bassage has helped up. So Luke Young will foul out of the game. And at this point, Neenah needs a prayer and a miracle. 22.7 rebounds for Luke Young. Came up in some big spots. Really, all these players have showed up at one spot or another.
Exactly, that's well put because they've all had their role. They've all added to that role on both teams.
Well, if we go to a 5th overtime, it will be on a miracle. There's a 3-point lead. The freshman, undoubtedly the biggest spot of his career and his life. Yeah. There it is, 4 points.
Just an incredible game.
And the half-court heave, no good, and that will do it. Arrowhead, it took them 4 overtimes, but they will head to the Division I championship. We're going to catch our breath and get a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Arrowhead outlasts Neenah to head to the Division I boys basketball championship Let's hear from those victorious and probably exhausted Warhawks. For that, we'll send it over to Nick Tabert.
All right, thank you, Brad. Sam Leone, 12 of 14 from the free throw line. Just what was going through your mind? How did you stay composed and hit those huge free throws?
My coaches just believe in me every day. You know, we practice 10 free throws after practice every day. I shoot extra with my manager. He rebounds for me. Just stay confident in yourself. Coaches have confidence in me. I know I can get it done.
Jace, after halftime, you guys made a concerted effort to go into the paint, in the rim. Just tell me about the mentality.
I mean, nobody could guard me, so, you know, and, I mean, it was a good idea to give me the ball, and I guess that's it, you know? No?
Coach, you were down at the half. They hit the 3 to force extra time. I mean, just how proud are you of your group to persevere tonight?
We defended. I mean, I know the score is super high, but when you're down that much at halftime, you better come out and play defense. And we came out and played defense hard, and that hard defense led to us getting back in the game. And then we had guys just come through in the clutch. Jace was unbelievable. Obviously, Bennett played great. But how about Sam Leone making free throws? And how about little Bennett Bassage making some big free throws down at the end? Or little Blake Bassage, excuse me. So this is a great overall effort, but it started with the defense in the second half.
Congratulations, Arrowhead. We will see you tomorrow on Championship Saturday.
Awesome.
Brad?
This way.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. I think quote of the day is, they couldn't guard me. I know they couldn't guard me.
They couldn't.
We saw some entertaining basketball. Let's take a look at our highlights from the second half, maybe from first, second, third, or fourth overtime. Who knows? Let's take a look together. Jace Gilbert, like he said, nobody could guard him.
Just relentless. Buried him in the post. Listen to what the coach wanted, and they got it to him.
Trey Resch had a great day off the bench. The freshman.
Young man in bright lights.
Bennett Bassage, free bloodied mouth, got it done. And then again, Jace Gilbert inside.
I think he should be playing tight end with those hands.
He very well could be. A lot of high school defensive linemen turn into tight ends, right? So we'll take a look at our final stats. I mean, really, if you go to 4 overtimes, these two teams are about as even as you get.
And like Coach mentioned, it was his defense in that first 6 to 8 minutes. Their pressure flipped it, like we said. It flipped the turnover points off turnovers. Just the opposite was the first half.
Brady Corso, the leading scorer for Neenah, but it was Jace Gilbert, Bennett Bassage, and then Trey Resch who got it done for Arrowhead.
Just an incredible game by both teams. I mean, this is legendary.
It was. This will go down in the record books. Not our names, but Neenah and Arrowhead. 4 overtime game. All right, we're finally going to get to take the microphones off as we get you ready for this second Division I game between Marquette and Kettle Moraine. We're going to send it upstairs to Scott Emmerich. Scott.